ladies and gentlemen, I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel, and today we've got another World of Dummies. Yes, another banned video. So some are better than the others in this, and some are quite funny. Some are quite hilarious, and it's funny how people rage just because things like getting shot. So we've got 3 replays. All 3 are fairly, well, actually all 3 are very different, and in their own mind. So each replay, we've got a dummy doing a different thing. So first up, we've got my boy Yusuf, and straight up, he's going to get this panther. Obviously the panther's been spotted. He decides that he still wants to come out, and because of that, he gets a nice shot from the balls into him, sets him on fire, and of course in 30 seconds of the game, that's not what you want. That's not what you want. And he gives a little bit of a rage, and with that, he's now going to stop playing, and he's going to spend the rest of this game searching Yusuf's address. And what I find even more funny is while he's raging, Yusuf even goes in for the kill. I just thought that was actually really funny. Is it worthy of a ban? I don't know. It's, in my opinion, probably not, but I just think it's funny. I just think something like that is hilarious. The fact that he gets shot and then gives up, and then just like, do you know what? Yusuf, I am going to hunt you down. I am going to find your address. Doesn't even say what he's going to do. He's just like, I'm going to spend the rest of this game finding your address. Yeah, and then even if I find your address, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to find your address. What would be more... I would actually be, what's the word? I would be shocked, or I would be, I can't even find the word. What's the word? If he actually, the rest of this game, you know, if Yusuf's playing and all of a sudden at the end of the game, Yusuf's address comes up, then yeah, that would be quite, not good, but you know. So just a little thing. I mean, nothing special. I just thought that was funny. You know, a little CUNT, just because you shoot me. Don't shoot me. You're not allowed to shoot me. This is World of Tanks. I'm only allowed to shoot you. CUNT. It is what it is, and I thought that was quite funny. So nice little whitewash here, 7-0, and they're just going to finish off this VK 100. Next up, so we got a little bit of rage there. Next up, again, it is slightly different. So we've got some blocking action for you, and again, this one, it frustrated me a little bit. It did frustrate me a little bit, not just because we're going to watch the Kranwagen. So the Kranwagen is going to block the Jägeroo, and just because he blocks the Jägeroo, all hell breaks loose. And I mean, not with rage or anything like that, because the Kranwagen doesn't even say anything. He literally says nothing. But because he starts blocking, our boy here in the hurry, I get what he wants to do, I get he's a nice guy, and he wants to make the Kranwagen suffer. Not just that, but he goes back and he's actually going to try and help the Jägeroo. But the problem with that is he's now going to turn around. The Hori is a fantastic tank, got good DPM, penetration is fantastic, but because he's now turning back to try to help the Jägeroo, all of a sudden that's 3 tanks instead of 2. That is 3 tanks now out of the game. But unfortunately for these guys here, they haven't even made it across the bridge. They're on the bridge. The Sheridan has spotted everything. They are all literally spotted. The T62, I don't even know why he's raging. Like, why is he raging? Calling people a dog, and I don't get it. Now, the frustrating thing for these guys is they're in the middle of a bridge. They can't move. Now, I get that the Hori come back to try to help the Jägeroo, but look, what's he doing now? He's not doing anything. He can't help the Jägeroo. So what's actually going to happen is the Kranwagen, they're just going to hide behind the Kranwagen, and the Kranwagen is just going to get ripped apart. So I get that karma with the Kranwagen. He does absolutely nothing, but what I would suggest in future, like I'm not saying anything bad about the Hori. I get what he wanted to do. He wanted to come back. He wanted to help the Jaegeru, and it didn't really help the Jaegeru. There's nothing really you can do too much, especially when you're in a turretless TD. What can you do? Like, I mean, he could have maybe tried to push to the Kranvagn off the bridge, maybe, but because he done that, that was 3 tanks out of the game. That's 3 tanks out of the game instead of just the 2. And moving on from the rest of the battle, I hate this kind of battle. Then there's nothing he's doing wrong really now, but I hate these kind of battles where you just get shot from every single angle. Literally, it doesn't matter where you go. There's red tanks in front of you, there's red tanks behind you, to the left of you, to the right of you. They are literally, it feels like they don't have 7 players. It feels like they have like 20. So it started off really bad, ended even worse. I would just suggest in the future, if someone is getting blocked, you know, I get that you want to help the person being blocked. It's not nice for the person being blocked, but there was nothing that you could do in this situation. The only thing that you can do is just play your battle. Play your battle. Maybe use the Kranvagn as your advantage. People are going to focus him, and they're going to focus the Jaegeru because they are pretty much out of the game. So use that for your advantage and go for the players that are focusing them. That's the only thing really I can suggest in that kind of situation. Now, next up, again, this is something I really don't understand. So we're going to watch the Black Prince here. The game hasn't even started. It hasn't even, well, it's just started to count down. All of a sudden, bye-bye, AFK. Why? Why? Is he getting frustrated because he's in a tier 7 and maybe he's had 10 battles in a row that he's always bottom tier? Things like that. I do get it. It's frustrating, but if you hate being bottom tier so much, just go play tier 10, because if you play tier 10, I can 100% guarantee you, this is no joke, ladies and gentlemen, this is literally no joke. This is a hack, right? This is a pro tip and a hack on how to get top tier every single battle. Are you waiting for it? Are you ready for it? Are you ready? So what you do, if you want to be top tier for every single battle that you play tier 10. Yeah, that is all you need to do. Guys, this is a secret. It is a hack. Don't tell anyone. This is between me and you. There is a way of being top tier every single game, and that is to be tier 10. Play tier 10. If you don't like being bottom tier, then don't play tier 7, or don't play tier 8 or 6 or 5 or 3 or 9. Just play tier 10, or play the Panda B2, you know, because that's top tier always. So yeah, he literally gave up straight away. But you know what? We don't even need the Black Prince. We don't even need, you can just sit there in spawn looking all pretty in your Black Prince with your almost 3,000 DPM. We don't even need you, Black Prince. We don't need you whatsoever. And these guys are going to come off and they're going to pick up a good victory. Now, it does help that the enemy team are not like the best. You're going to see one of the most broken tanks in the game, which is the Smasher, who should be doing something, and he's actually going to be at the back of the map in a tank destroyer spot, just sniping. Yeah, GG. But the Black Prince has moved. He has moved, and he's just going around the map, around the beginning there, and yeah, absolutely stupid. So hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. I'm meadsy69. We've got one video tomorrow, and then I am off on holiday, so I do have a series coming up where we are going to do 5 days of the strongest tier tanks. So we're going to look at tier 5, tier 6, tier 7, tier 8, tier 9 and tier 10, the strongest tier 5 and tier 6 and so on. And then after that, we're going to do the weakest tier 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So stay tuned. There's a lot coming up on the channel, and I hope you enjoy it. So for now, I'm meadsy69, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye. With